Hello everyone. Today we are going to study a new chapter, Chemical Happiness and the Meaning of Life by Yuval Noah Harari. Yuval Noah Harari is an Israeli public intellectual, historian and a professor in the Department of History at the Hebrew University of Jerusalem. He is the author of the popular science bestsellers Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind 2014, Homo Deus, A Brief History of Tomorrow 2016, and 21 Lessons for the 21st Century 2018. This is Yuval Noah Harari and the covers of his famous books. A Big History Narrative of Human Civilization. An opinion by Mark Zuckerberg about this book, Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind. About the chapter we are going to study. The chapter, Chemical Happiness and the Meaning of Life, is a discussion on the meaning of life, and Harari argues against the traditional spiritual perception that happiness is the result of a chemical process taking place in the human brain. The chapter consists of 4 pages of the textbook, page 88, 89, 90 and 91. I am not engaging the chapter line by line. Instead, I will summarize the essay. In today's class, I will summarize page 88 and 89, the next 2 in the next class. So, summary of page 88. Biologists say that our mental and emotional world is controlled by biochemical mechanisms of our body. That means our mind is controlled by chemical processes and substances which occur within our body. Our personal happiness is not dependent upon external factors like good salary, social relationships, or political rights. Instead, they are dependent upon a complicated system of nerves, neurons, synapses, and various biochemical substances like serotonin, dopamine, and oxytocin. So this paragraph tells that our mind is controlled by the chemical processes taking place within us. Our happiness is controlled by neurons, synapses, nerves, and other hormones like serotonin, dopamine, and oxytocin. See, neuron is the basic working unit of the brain, a specialized cell designed to transmit information to other nerve cells, muscle, or gland cells. Synapse is a part of neuron. So as it is given here, our happiness is caused by the biochemical mechanisms of our body. Or our mind is controlled by. A person expresses happiness not from an external factor like winning a lottery or buying a house or getting promotion or finding true love. The happiness is caused by the pleasant sensation that happens in their bodies. These events generate various hormones in the body. The person will be reacting to these hormones and to the electric signals that flash through their brain. So it is not the external factors like winning a lottery or buying a house or getting promotion or finding a true love that makes one happy. When these events happen, some hormones are produced within our body which makes us happy. Our body will be reacting to that generation of hormones in our body. Happiness encourages survival and reproduction. Misery, sadness discourages survival and reproduction. Human beings are formatted, prepared in such a way that there should not be too much happiness or sadness. So, we enjoy the happy moments, then the happiness will subside. Then we experience some unpleasant experience, and again that process will continue, and life goes on like that. Sex has pleasure associated with it because it helps to spread the genes. Thus, male community searches for fertile females for reproduction. It is the rule of nature that a pleasant sensation should not last forever. If the sexual pleasure continued for longer time, man would have died because of hunger for lack of interest in food. Also, if pleasure lasted forever, males will not look for other fertile females for continuing the reproduction. So there is a balance, a control to the happiness and misery in our system. Happiness should not last forever. There should be a control over it. So that happens in our body. In case of sexual pleasure, if it continued for a longer time, man would have died of hunger because he would have completely engaged in it. Human biochemistry is compared to an air conditioning system. It balances the temperature, not too hot or too cold. Happiness conditions are different in different people. Some people are cheerful by nature. In a scale from 1 to 10, some cheerful people will have the points from 6 to 10, who are very happy even if they have some unhappy factors in life. Some gloomy people will have 3 to 7. They feel generally unhappy even if they have some positive factors in life. Though many good things happen to him, he will not be happy beyond 7. So the main points in page 88 are: human happiness is not controlled by external factors. They are determined by biochemical elements like hormones and nervous system. Human beings are formatted in such a way that there should not be too much happiness or sadness. Now coming to page number 89. There are some people who are always joyful, whatever sad things happen to them. Similarly, there are sad people who are always unhappy if whatever good things happen to them. We may think that achieving our dream goal will take us to the heights of happiness. However, even when we achieve what we desire, our general disposition will not change. Our achievements cannot change our biochemistry. They can make some movement in it, but it will come back to its set point. It is often found that married people are happier than singles and divorcees. But that doesn't mean that marriage produces happiness. The possibility is that happiness produces marriage. In fact, hormones like serotonin, dopamine, and oxytocin bring about and maintain marriage. People who are born with cheerful biochemistry are generally happy. Gloomy people will not be happy even if they are married. Harari makes an interesting comparison between a farmer who lived in medieval period in France and a modern banker in Paris. The farmer lived in an unheated hut opposite a pigsty. Pigsty means shelter for pigs. And the banker lived in a rich villa. We would expect that the banker would be much happier than the farmer. However, the amount of serotonin secreted by the brain neurons when the farmer built his hut and the amount of serotonin secreted when the banker built his rich villa are same. Brain does not consider that villa is more comfortable than the hut. So the main points in page number 89 is that people with cheerful disposition remains happy whatever unhappy events happen in their life. People with sad disposition will remain unhappy whatever good things happen to them. It is the hormones that determine the happiness or misery, not the external stimuli. For brain, the external situations are not important. See the example of the farmer and the banker. So we will discuss page number 90 and 91 in the next class. Thank you.